What up, guys? It's your boy LerdyWise back here again with another video. This time we're going to be checking out Miles Morales versus Static Death Battle. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And if you care to know when I upload a video, please hit that notification bell as well. Leave a like for your boy, all right? Appreciate you. Big fan of both these characters. The Black Spider-Man, if we're gonna label it, Miles Morales. You know what I'm saying? I haven't played the DLC or I haven't played Spider-Man 2. So, you know, don't crucify me for that. I do want to play those games, but you know, money's tight right now. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta go, funds gotta go other places. Unless y'all hit the sub button, tell your friend hit the sub. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know. Alright, been a big fan of the Miles Morales stuff, into the Spider-Verse stuff. Can't wait for the part 2 of the second movie to come out. Love the first movie, really enjoyed the second movie. Looking forward to seeing what, you know, what's down the pipeline, at least for Miles Morales. I remember there was the talks of Donald Glover being, you know what I mean? And then it was old boy. So who knows what kind of live action Miles Morales we can have, but who knows what the future holds. As far as Static, that's nostalgia, bro. I grew up with Static Shock, waking up on Saturday mornings. You know what I'm saying? It was like Static Shock, Mucha Lucha, you know what I'm saying? You had all the shows on, you know what I'm saying? Very nostalgic. The first black superhero I've seen, I feel like. I'm just trying to think in cartoon, like literal superhero type shit. I think so. I think Static Shock was the first like black superhero that I've seen. So shout out to Static, very nostalgic, super classic cartoon series. I think it's like 3 seasons, so it's like 70 episodes or something like that. So it's real easy to get through and watch. I do hope that they do bring some type of live action, I don't know, show, movie. I'd like to see him live action film. I'd love to see who they put in Static's role. Him and Miles Morales, that's one thing they do have in common right now. Who is gonna play them roles in that live action adaptation? I'm curious to that. Other than that, man, fan of both these characters. I do not know who's gonna win. I know Static has some hidden abilities I don't know about, and Miles Morales is freshly kind of new with over the past 7 or 8 years. I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? You can fact check me on that. Leave a comment. I'd imagine it's Spider-Man just because of super strength. I'd imagine he has a boost in strength, so that's just gonna give him a little bit of an upper edge. I don't know. Static got some abilities though that I didn't even know, and he's smart, bro. He gets smarter. He gets smarter as time progresses. So they both smart actually, huh? I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what Death Battle got cooking. They gonna give us the facts. They gonna give us all the information we need, and let's get to the video. All right, let's get it.
Throughout the Earths of Marvel and DC Comics, there are hundreds, no thousands of superheroes saving the day. But what if I told you there were even more across the multiverse?
Oh, great, as if we don't have enough to keep track of already.
Miles Morales, the Spider-Man of Marvel's Earth number 1610.
And Static, the electric genius from DC's Dakotaverse. He's wears an iron boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. At first glance, the world of Earth 1610 isn't so different from our own. But look closer and you'll find Coca Soda instead of Coca-Cola, PDNY officers instead of NYPD.
And a hamburger and fries can cost 30,000 goddamn dollars.
But perhaps the greatest difference in this so-called ultimate universe was that Peter Parker, the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, was dead.
Enter Miles Morales. He was your typical kid from Brooklyn and didn't have much to worry about except his
Hold on, this nigga 13? Miles Gonzalo Morales, he's 5'6", 160 pounds, 13, from New York. All right, and member of the Champions, hobbies, music and graffiti art, never ties his shoes.
Preparing mom and dad. Hey kid, appreciate your folks while you have them. You never know when they're gonna pull a surprise Uncle Ben.
Exactly. Well, Miles spent most of his time with his more laid-back Uncle Aaron, who turned out to be a secret supercriminal.
Totally relatable. Anyway, during one of his heists into a secret lab, Aaron accidentally scooped up a spider. The next time Miles visited, the spider got loose and, you know what happens.
Miles, let's go.
This spider carried the genetic enhancing Oz formula.
He did just slap that on damn spider. He just slapped that on.
You know what happens.
Wait, bitch.
This spider carried the genetic enhancing Oz formula. Yet another attempt to recreate Captain America's infamous super soldier serum. It had previously transformed Peter Parker into the first Spider-Man.
Wait a minute, who came up with the idea to store the super serum in a friggin' spider?
Scientists can be weird sometimes.
Maybe next time put it in something that can't walk away. It's got 8 legs. That's like 4 times more walking power.
Sure. Either way, with his new powers, Miles donned red and black to become the ultimate Spider-Man.
As the newest spider lad on the block, he does whatever a spider can. He's super strong, super fast, and has the overpowered super radar. The
spider sense. Wall crawling, spider sense, camouflage, spider physiology, bioelectricity, venom sting, electric webbing, mega venom blast, web shooters, zoom, and infrared vision.
spider sense.
After meeting Peter's Aunt May, Miles took up the classic web shooters, complete with multiple types of long to short range webbing.
Yet another tool that would be perfect for snagging a beer from the fridge without leaving the couch.
Boomstick, he was a teenager.
Different universe, different drinking laws, right? And also, like Peter, he can stick to walls. You know, spider style.
Yes, like some spiders, Miles can control his body's interatomic attraction, essentially sticking to walls like a magnet. However, unlike Peter, this subatomic electron manipulation gave Miles a few extra moves of his own.
Yeah, the kid's got electric powers. He can zap people with a quick touch, fire off massive explosions, and even turn invisible. Wait, what's that got to do with shocking people?
This venom sting can even take out the Ultimate Universe's Electro, a being literally made of electricity. But Miles didn't just shock him, he disrupted Electro's own charge. Similar to a miswiring sending too much electricity in one direction and shorting out your computer when somebody forgot to plug it into the surge protector.
Wiz, you know I don't believe in protection for anything. It's coming in raw.
Anyway, as the new Spider-Man, Miles obviously had a lot to live up to. After his Uncle Aaron died in front of him,
Boomstick be hitting them, bro. He be hitting with the lawns, bro.
Miles pushed past the heartache. He persisted, living up to Peter's ideals, and eventually stepped out of his shadow to be Spider-Man in a way only he could.
Oh yeah, what's up, Danger? He can blast apart a building-sized monster and survived being slammed around by the giant Cassie Lang. That's Ant-Man's daughter.
He's smart enough to hack military drones and quick enough to destroy an alien device in a microsecond. Essentially, he needed to open and close a portal in an impossibly short time frame to prevent an alien force from invading. It's a long story.
Point is, he's super fast. With his spider sense, he can react to things before they even happen.
Stopped a train with the webbing, blew up the venom symbiote, knocked over a giant-sized Cassie Lang, dodged Electro's electric shock, survived hits from Kangaroo, took a metal melting blast from Warbringer, undetected by Peter while camouflaged. Damn, by even Peter? Oh, okay. Defeated Electro, Venom, and Peter.
Super tough, too.
Shit.
He even survived being caught in this giant super
That's
collider
crazy.
exploding.
Measuring the size of this hole using real-world maps of New York and solving for fragmentation, we know this explosion must have been equivalent to about 222 tons of TNT.
Sure, that's not technically canon to the comics, but guys, main series Spider-Man has done way crazier things. I mean, he has the same powers, and Miles has even beat the crap out of him. Classic Pete can bench press 130 tons, use his spider sense to dodge beams of light, and ripped apart Doc Ock's robo-arms, which once survived a 2-kiloton nuclear explosion. So I'd say the Super Collider feat checks out.
Unfortunately, Miles' electric powers can tire him out, and his spider sense does not protect him automatically, serving more as an alarm or proximity sensor.
But the youngins proved himself to be the best successor a Spider-Man could ever want, and more. He even got pulled into the main Marvel timeline when they blew up the Ultimate Universe. Miles Morales is truly one of the greats.
Don't wash the mouth, wash the hands.
That's what I'm saying. He's still fairly new to the game, bruh.
Despite growing up in the most crime-filled neighborhood of Dakota City, Virgil Hawkins was a pretty
Oh, my boy Virgil.
Playing D&D, reading
My boy Virgil. Okay, Virgil Hawkins. He's 5'8", so he's a little taller. 140 pounds. Damn, he was a little less than him. 2 years older. AKA Kilowatt Kid. That's his. Okay, Kilowatt Kid. Okay. Member of Teen Titans, Hobbies, D&D, and Pokemon. That exists in that universe of DC? Is it? They just making a joke, right? That last one has to be a joke, right? Pokemon doesn't exist
You know,
in the
typical nerd
DC
stuff.
universe.
But he had one major problem: the classic sitcom bully. No teenage story is complete without it.
During school, he was frequently harassed by local gang leader Francis Stone. Virgil's only refuge was one of his few friends, Larry Wade.
Larry convinced Virgil there was only one way to get rid of Francis for good: join his own gang and pack some heat. Things got, well, pretty intense, and Virgil wasn't having any of it. It was time to bail like DC Comics on their cinematic universe.
Threw that Glock in the river, bro.
The police arrived and let loose a massive canister of what seemed to be tear gas, but wasn't.
Yeah, this grape-looking mist was actually some experimental shit. It was supposed to tag each gang member so the cops could track them down later, but it was actually laced with radioactive quantum juice, which killed almost everybody. I hate it when that happens.
Luckily, Virgil was one of the few who survived, but the quantum juice still had an effect.
You could say he was shocked to find out what it did.
Yes, he began to develop electromagnetic
He
powers.
was shocked to
Before
find out
this,
what he
Virgil
did.
always felt out of his league, but now he was in a league of his own and became the superhero Static.
Hell yeah! With these new powers, the guy was
One of the hardest theme
He could
songs
blow
out,
shit
bruh.
up with electric bolts quick as lightning, make explosion balls called Nova Bombs, and taser people with punches to the face.
Right, but he's not just good at shocking people. Static can alter the electron attraction of any object.
Electrokinesis, force bolts, static cling, nova burst, plasma coil, impulse disruption, energy barriers, mechanokisis, electromagnetism, wavelength tuning can become electric energy. See, that's what I'm saying. Some shit I did not notice.
He can erect extremely durable electromagnetic force fields that block most attacks. He can even move metal around like a hip young Magneto.
And slip metal under his feet to take to the sky. His favorite ride is the Static Saucer, a giant frisbee that doubles as a shield and buzzsaw. Think about it. Don't you wish your car could literally cut through traffic?
Obviously, turning superhuman overnight caught Virgil a bit off guard, but after a few speed bumps, he became a well-regarded superhero throughout the city of Dakota, even teaming up with fellow heroes like Icon and Rocket.
Icon and Rocket? Come on, where's Batman and Wonder Woman?
Oh, I should mention that while Static is part of the DC universe, he did not start there. See, Static was originally created by Milestone Comics, which eventually merged with DC. Their characters, including Static, existed in an alternate timeline known as the Dakotaverse. Then a guy named Dharma gained cosmic power and that...
Cause I just gained some knowledge right there. Hold on.
Message!
Oh, I should mention that while Static is part of the DC universe, he did not start there. See, Static was originally created by Milestone Comics, which eventually merged with DC.
Comics.
Their characters, including Static, existed in an alternate timeline known as the Dakotaverse. Then a guy named Dharma gained cosmic power and accidentally blew everything up, sending Static into the main DC timeline. It's really not too complicated.
Uh-huh.
I've actually been working on a device to peer into alternate timelines, but unfortunately it still needs...
Button! Well now, old chap, what were we discussing but a moment ago?
Oh, shite, don't you know? Let's figure out who yet wins a fatality kerfuffle.
Yes, I'm mad as hops. Let's begin, my fellow Ultra Cupidarian.
I regret everything.
Oh, I'll do it again.
No! I'm sure that's fine.
Well, no matter the universe, Static was always one-upping himself. He learned how to see ultraviolet light and how to make people glow. Wait, what's that got to do with shocking people?
That would be his ability to detect bioelectric auras. Static can also create power-draining plasma coils, disrupt the electrical impulses of others, and empower or heal himself by draining energy from outside sources.
He can literally reattach his severed arm with shock power. I'm not even joking. Look at this. Since when could electricity do that?
Clearly, Static has a lot of power at his beck and call.
He can survive building-sized kabooms, lift hundreds of tons, and once turned this huge chunk of ice into slush in just a couple seconds.
Hold on. Because I know they're going to get into the math that I got to look at this shit. Absorbed 94 megawatts at once. The fact that you have mega in there and then you have watts, which is electricity, 94 of it, you got me. Obliterated the Titans Tower. See, this is one thing I hate. I don't like read comics. I'm not a big comic fan. Don't get me wrong. Shout out to them because they provide like mad source material for shit down the line, whether it's shows, live action movie, mad content for down the road, right? It's so much you miss out on because these writers are just writing in some shit like, hey man, this nigga just blew up a planet and brought it back and then blew it up again just for the fuck of it. You know what I'm saying? It's comics can get that wild. When you add that comic power to both these, you know what I'm saying? But again, Static Shock has been around just a little bit longer, you know what I'm saying? Compared to Miles. So I think Static gonna low-key take this one. Obliterated Titans Tower, matched Superboy's telekinesis, dodged light speed lasers, survived a building exploding, melted 2,000 tons of ice, KO'd Raven in one zap, defeated Ebon, Hot Streak, and Joker.
Size kabooms, lift hundreds of tons, and once turned this huge chunk of ice into slush in just a couple seconds.
Based on the size of the ice and the required change in temperature for such a feat, Static must have output energy equal to 180 tons of TNT.
He's quick enough to intercept lasers confirmed to be beams of actual light, which is pretty darn fast.
And in the cartoon, he actually shoved some quantum juice in some lockers and launched them out of orbit. These are typical school lockers, which can weigh up to 30 pounds each.
And fit approximately one nerd.
To throw 3 of these into space, they need to be moving nearly 3,000 times faster than sound, requiring a throwing force equal to 4 kilotons of TNT.
Damn! Okay, sure, that's not canon to the comics, but his electromagnetism could play tug of war with Superboy's telekinesis, which can lift 4 million tons. I'm not sure Static can go that far, but if he's anywhere close, it's still higher than throwing some lockers around.
Though, despite Static's incredible power, insulators are his kryptonite, and he can run out of juice if he pushes himself too much.
But the guy's one of the coolest superheroes who rarely got his time to shine. Heck,
He really
was
did,
good enough
bro.
to join the Justice League. I think even Virgil himself was shocked to see how cool he really was.
I'm gonna just be real here. Static, and you don't get me wrong, maybe, you know what I'm saying, future generations, if, you know what I'm saying, if stuff is still, you know what I'm saying, we ain't blew up the earth yet, future generations can really explore, you know what I'm saying, with, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
Mama said that. My mama said that. My mama said that. My mama said that.
She's gonna
My mama
say
said that.
Here, there, with the AI shit, but niggas can do some wild shit with the AI. But future movies, live action, is just crazy, the things that these new kids, you know what I'm saying, years from now will be capable of doing with this type of source material, bro. Like, I'm just letting that be known. I think Static gonna take this. I'm gonna just say that now. I think Static gonna take this one.
All right, the combatants
I
are
like
set,
Miles,
and
but
we've
he's
run the
still
data
fairly
through all
new. We haven't
possibilities.
seen any like
But
super
first, all
duper
this talking has made me
crazy
hungry
feats
for
compared
Blue
to
Apron.
Static. And Static's been
Can
out
healthy
longer.
be
It's been
delicious?
confirmed
Blue
stuff.
Apron is here to prove it can.
It's a new year, and
Right now, it's time for a death battle!
Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Whoa! Watch where you're aiming. I got places to be tomorrow.
Damn, Static the one starting the heat.
Well, I got more than one electric psychopath to keep track of. Whoa, 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 whoa!
That's what I was gonna say. Miles will probably have the hands, cause I don't see Virgil having the hands unless he ended up learning later in life.
What's up with that? I call that the shoulder touch. And I call this my taser punch. Wait, what? Keep ticking, keep ticking. Stop ticking, stop ticking. on out, Spider Boy. Huh?
No more flying pizza trays.
Shoot, that was my ride.
Yeah.
That surprises, but so do I.
Ooh. What the? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There goes your web shooters.
You stupid. All I gotta do is... What? Plasma coil. If you hadn't noticed, this electric biz is kind of my thing. Aw, man.
I said it, bro.
That was tough.
Looks like we're kicking off this.
Get this nigga full stick face. No cap, bro. Like, I kind of had that feeling once you just started looking at it. I'm like, He took out his web shooters. He took out, like, his suit. And then his electric charge ain't nowhere near what Static can do. It was kind of a one-sided fight now that I think about it. Just because Static Shock is like literal electricity, bro. It's like, how do you really... You have the short circuit, you have to fight this nigga over water or some shit. Miles wouldn't be able to do that. Like, and even then, I mean, I'm pretty sure Static will find some type of way.
Poor Miles, though.
Honestly, I'm surprised how this turned out. At first glance, Miles appeared to have a good chance of victory.
He was definitely physically stronger than Static. He would have totally won an arm wrestling contest.
But Virgil's overwhelming electric power put him at a level above the young Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, overall Static's feats were way above Spidey's, even when we scaled Miles to classic Peter Parker's biggest feats. Static definitely had the oomph to take Miles out, but Miles had no easy way to get around his force field.
The variety of techniques at Static's disposal also rent many of Spider-Man's abilities moot.
Like how Spidey's invisibility didn't matter when Static could light him up like a Christmas tree, and his speed was so similar to what the Spider Sense could give Miles that the Super Radar wasn't that big of a help. Remember, just because he knew an attack was coming didn't always mean he could dodge it in time.
And, well, shockingly, Static only needed to hit him once. See, his electromagnetic manipulation gave him control over Miles' wall crawling and other abilities. As soon as he got a hold of Miles' bioelectric aura, it was basically all over.
But hey, Miles and all the other Spider-Men fight Electro all the time, and they have no problem dealing with him. Why was Static any different?
Simply put, every iteration of Electro pales in comparison. He has no feats of power that come even close to Static, and frankly, he's an idiot. This was a fascinating matchup, but... Oh no, not again!
Yay! Mr. Morales put up a jolly good show, and yet Mr. Hawkins had him outdone in breathtaking power, stalwart defense, and veritable versatility.
Oh, he was just miles ahead of him, don't you know?
The victor is Static.
No cap. I have no arguments. After I really analyzed the shit, I'm like, damn, this is a one-sided fight, bro. Like, low key. Shout out Death Battle, man. Like I said, we gonna like watch a few of these, so expect these to be like the next few videos or whatnot like that. They just hitting. They make me really think about like, damn, the shit that I haven't seen, the shit that I kind of already know, and then just, you know, toppling that on top of my knowledge and shit. So it's just like, it's always good to watch these because they actually take the time to at least do some research. You know what I'm saying? At least look up their biggest feats, the biggest things that they've done, the biggest things they survived, the toughest enemy they fought and shit like that. So I just love the fact that they take the time to actually do the research and actually take the time to research who they finna put against each other. But after seeing this, I'm like, it's a bit of a one-sided fight. Just because Static he has years in the game compared to Miles. Miles has been around I honestly don't know. Comic people, DC fans, y'all, I mean not DC, but Marvel fans, y'all can fill me in. Leave a comment, let me know. When did Miles come out? I mean, I know I can just Google it, but leave me a comment, you know what I'm saying? Start some conversations down there, you know what I'm saying? Static, bro. He been around longer, and he OG, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Another day. And then the victory for the OGs. You know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just throwing that out there. Anyway, yeah, man. Shout out Death Battle. Keep bringing them. I'm going to keep checking these out as future videos. So be sure to leave a like and stuff like that. All right. If you fucks with what I do, please leave a like. Do not leave a dislike. Please leave a comment down there somewhere for your boy. And please, 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 please hit that subscribe button. And if you care to know when I upload a video, please hit that notification bell as well. And yeah, man, I'm gonna get out of here, man. Appreciate the new subs, appreciate the comments, appreciate the likes, appreciate you guys just taking the time out of your day to check out my content. You know what I'm saying? I'll catch y'all in the next one, all right? Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm out this hoe. Deuces.